Good day, and here we are with some Sonic Generations. Now, I originally had intended to get back to Dark Souls 1 and 3, and return to Castle Wolfenstein and Resident Evil. However, I recently had to upgrade my computer with a new boot drive, and so I lost all the save files. Sans for Resident Evil, but I'm not in the mood for playing the game right now. So I'm going to have to play back to where we were in Dark Souls 1, 3, and Return to Castle Wolfenstein. So for this month, at least, we're just going to be playing some Sonic. We're going to be playing Sonic Adventure as well, along with Marathon, which I'm pretty sure everyone will be excited to see. And last but certainly not least, Area 51, the PlayStation 1 game. So with that, let's jump into Sonic Generations. Also, you gotta love the fact that you can't have more than one save slot in this game. So on a technical level, Sonic Generations is less advanced than Sonic 3, which gave you, I think, something like 10 save slots. Now, when this game came out, I was somewhat pleased to hear that it was actually halfway decent, as I had been aware of that many of these modern-day Sonic games were complete crap. Most notably Sonic Generations, although I never played Sonic Unleashed. There we go. Yeah, most notably Sonic Generations. The game we're playing right now is supposed to be crap, even though I like it. No, Sonic Unleashed was supposed to be really crap, although since I didn't have a Wii, I had no way of playing it. And that's mainly because Sonic Unleashed was supposed to have had really bad God of War style stages, but really good daytime stages, but there were other issues with it as well. This game was supposed to have cut down all the crap and just get back to the classic Sonic greatness, and as you can see, it does that. Although it does alternate between this and modern day Sonic. Now, one thing I did read off of TV Tropes, so take this with as many grains of rock salt as you possibly can, that they tried to get the original guy who did Sonic's voice in Sonic Adventure to come back for the game to play Dreamcast Sonic. Sadly, he didn't want to do that. And I'm not really sure why. I mean, Sonic is a fairly popular product here, so you would think he'd want to do that. But, well, maybe he doesn't want to be typecast as the voice actor for Sonic. I imagine a lot of voice actors and actors in general want to avoid typecasting as much as possible, because it really does limit career prospects. Although some actors do a pretty good job of turning typecasting into a fairly lucrative career. Just look at Adam West. Look at that guy, man. I mean, he was able to basically turn Adam West into a bloody brand. But that being said, a lot of actors can avoid typecasting. Like Tim Allen, for example. You would think he would always be typecast as the Tim Taylor guy. But, you know, he still has a show on TV right now. Right now, he has a show that's apparently pretty successful. That is crazy when you think about it. And Tim Allen, you know, he's been in a lot of actual movies. He was Buzz Lightyear. You know what's funny? Talking about Toy Story, that makes me think of that. Okay, look at how happy Sonic is here. He definitely is rather exuberant. I just found that kind of endearing, really. Here we got an S rank. Not like that was hard. They actually made Sonic really cool in this. He doesn't look like he has much of an attitude. He just looks like he actually, you know, is happy, which is is not often seen these days. Because earthquake and yeah, whatever. Who gives a fuck? And then we have the villain whose name I can't remember. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like some sort of mutated form of Eggman or that's a new guy. I do not recall. But then of course here we have the Clock. I was gonna call him Clock King for now. Because why not? But does Sonic remember this, or I don't know, or is this subscribed to Mini World series? Also, how is Tails anywhere near faster than Sonic? And all these are from Knuckles Chaotix, I think, because I have no clue who any of these characters are other than Knuckles, Amy, and I don't really know who the crocodile guy is. Like, who is that guy?
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
Because Sonic knows all and sees all, and Amy, well, he's been kind of a dick to Amy, but whatever.
Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
And a chili dog. Because of course they have to actually drag that from canon, right? Like, why is that canon anyway? Why would a hedgehog eat a chili dog? I just don't understand it. It's just, it makes no sense. Not the chili dog, no! You monster. Oh, and here's literally just the game begins. Just play the fucking game and be happy. That's basically what this whole scene is. As he shows up, there's the different stages we get to go through. And of course, what's the call to adventure, ladies and gentlemen? All the various neon-colored creatures get kidnapped here. And, you know, like, in their own games, they're actually pretty tough, but here they're just completely useless. Also, Sonic's first attack is just to bash something with his head. It's actually kind of funny when you see it. It's like, that was his first idea? You know, Tails, you can fly. You could have done something. When I control you, you actually are not completely useless. But, oh well. Now, this actually has a hub-based level system, which is pretty cool. It makes the game feel a little bit longer, although this game is really quite short. But then again, you gotta keep in mind the Sonic levels don't last very long because it's all about speed. You gotta have speed. Because if your speed drops before 45 miles an hour, the game will explode. They really do need to do a remake of Speed. That is like one of the most 90s things ever. I love that movie both back in the day, and it's still pretty good even today, even if it is extraordinarily 90s. It wouldn't be as good if it wasn't extraordinarily 90s. For those who don't know what Speed is, because you either weren't born yet or you don't have any taste in movies, I want to blame that on you, but if you don't have any taste in movies, Speed is a movie about a bomb on a bus, and it has to be, I think, like 40 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour. Yeah, for some reason my controls keep going kind of crazy on here. I don't know why that is the case. Probably need to get a new controller at some point. But anyway, it's a bomb on the bus. They have to go 55 miles an hour. It's got Keanu Reeves in it in one of his earlier roles. It's also got Sandra Bullock in it as the bus driver. Well, she's not really the bus driver. She's just a random woman character that shows up, and she ends up having to drive the bus. It's got, I think, Dennis Hopper in it. It's just a classic little movie that is very well worth watching. And I love the little grinding segments. I don't know how he does that, but, well, he is a blue hedgehog. Also, one kind of cool thing, I don't know if this was in Sonic Unleashed or not, but you got that boost thing! Oh, holy shit, that's awesome! Now, the frame rate really does tank during the modern-day Sonic levels, because the frame rate isn't very good to begin with. There are some mods that fix it, but I decided just to play it classic vanilla for right now. Although I am not vanilla-ing the Sonic Adventure one, just because I like how the mods work with that. The thing is, since I've not modded this before, I'm afraid the mods are going to fuck the game up, and so I'm just playing it classic, even though, because I know that the Sonic Adventure mods won't fuck that game up. And ultimately, one thing that's kind of interesting, at least from what I read, is this actually uses a completely hacked-apart version of the Sonic Unleashed engine. Also, I really love this part here. Just this really cool water cave kind of thing. They really did a good job with this game, because it has a really good... Oh, god damn it! You gotta be fucking kidding me. I've never died there. I blame you guys, the fans. It is all your fault. Because it's making me look like I'm worse than Polygon. But hey, you know what? For the person who said that, I did not call this game sexist. I didn't do that, and I imagine Polygon would do that. Because as we all know, anytime somebody doesn't like something, it's gotta be sexist. You know, since Sonic is a guy, he's automatically sexist, man. It's like, and also it's animal cruelty. Sonic shouldn't have to do anything. When will we learn? When will we learn? Flippity flip, flippity flip. But anyway, politicals aside. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool. And instead of a killer whale, instead of fucking Shamu coming after us, it's some weird robo-fish. Actually kind of looks like a Magikarp in some respects. Oh god. But yeah, very fun little game. But this actually uses a hacked-apart version of the Sonic Unleashed engine. That's why they were able to mod this thing. Now, I might try to mod it later on. I just wanted it to bloody well work because some behind-the-scenes annoyances. My computer's been having a variety of problems, so right now I just want it to work without any complications. But really, though, this is a very well-made game. They did a really good job on it by just trimming out all the crap. That's one of the reasons why Mario is able to maintain such popularity, is because, well, they don't fuck it up. They just keep the formula the same, and it works. They try too much with these Sonic games to make it make it commercial. They try too much to... See, sometimes innovation is good. Sometimes innovation is bad. And when you innovate in the wrong way, then you end up just not making it very good, like with Sonic Unleashed. It seemed like a good idea at the time to have it be like God of War, because God of War is very popular, but that's not why people play a Sonic game. Basically, Nintendo knows why people play Mario games, and that's why they keep it a Mario game. It would seem that Sega and Sonic Team don't realize why people play Sonic games unless they turn it into something else that isn't a Sonic game. And the Sonic fan base is, shall we say, interesting, with them being, shall we say, just a little on the crazed side. As we all know, the great Chris Chan did indeed mace somebody because Sonic's arms were blue, and that was really the least of that particular Sonic's problems. But what was with all that tape on Sonic's arms in Sonic Boom anyway? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that was the very first episode of Sonic Generations. This is an intro. Oh, yeah, you gotta love this. Like, okay, we beat the first level, and of course we immediately saved Tails. Why he was there, the game doesn't really explain all that well initially.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead. Floating.
You know, how do you... Okay, wait, if you thought you were dead, how were you even thinking in there? Was he aware the entire time? And he just kind of stares off into space. Now, you can... It should be familiar because you were there in the first Sonic game. You have a really bad memory or something?
Totally strange.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park.
Oh, the Interstellar Amusement Park.
Finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
You know, Sonic, that's not really in the distance. That's like 5 feet away.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
And Sonic, why aren't you talking? And also, why do you look different? Why are you shorter? Why everything? Of course, Tails, being a complete idiot, wouldn't notice if Sonic was on fire, but whatever. Ultimately, it's really quite hilarious to see these story bits. I would honestly say they're actually almost as entertaining as the story bits in the Dreamcast version. It's very cheesy. I'm not sure if they meant it to be as such, but it does work quite well. Alright, and so I am GeneralLotz, wishing you good Knuckles Chaotix and good Sonic Adventure 2, whatever makes you happy.